Hi, I'm Carol, and I am your senior real estate specialist. I'm also the author of an award-winning book, Transitions with Dignity. Transitions with Dignity seminars will be presented each month for free for the benefit of seniors, their families, and the community. So if you know somebody that would like to participate or would benefit from these, please invite them. It's open to everyone. Our goal is to educate, inspire, and equip seniors and their families to make educated decisions and empowered choices about their future lifestyle goals and choices. I've helped many families, including my own, transition through a lot of different situations. I've also made it a point to educate myself through classes and life experiences so that I can help you navigate through these different challenges. There are certain ways that make things easier if you just know about them. So as lifestyle goals change, you change. And that's just life. That's how it happens. I want you to think about back to when you were young and maybe you met your significant other then and married or didn't, but moved in together, started a family in a little apartment or condo. Pretty soon you outgrew that apartment or condo and moved into a home. And as the teenagers came along, you needed a little bigger home. And so they have their space, you have yours. And lo and behold, you're still working, they're still going to school, you're going to ball games, you're going to church, you're doing ballet recitals, and you're going on family vacations. Maybe that is the lifestyle. But time will change that. And time happens, and these kids grow up and they move out and they go out on their own. And now you're by yourself or with your spouse, and your lifestyle is going to change. What are you going to do with your lifestyle? Maybe you're going to keep working and not retire. Maybe you do retire or partially retire. So with that extra time, are you going to play golf? Are you going to learn to paint? Are you going to learn to speak Spanish? What are you going to do that empowers you for your life and your interest? That's what I'm talking about for lifestyle change. Now, sometimes life circumstances push us into making changes. For example, when a spouse dies, that's definitely going to push you into making a change of some sort. What two of you used to do and enjoy doing, one may still enjoy it, but may not as much. A home that used to be managed beautifully with two people may be overwhelming for one person, and it maybe need time to make a change to either a smaller home or a different type of living situation. That will just depend. The other thing that might happen is a change in health, and those can be expected and unexpected. Unexpected changes happen when there's a car accident or some other event that's pretty traumatic, a stroke, something like that, that life's tooling along and then all of a sudden it's not, and changes need to be made, whatever they are. Expected life changes are when there's a disease and you know the progression of the disease is coming, but at least you have some time to prepare for that progression of disease and to think about changes. Macular degeneration and loss of sight is one of those slow diseases. But when that person can no longer drive, then they can lose their independence. And with that loss of independence comes self-isolation. And that's a very dangerous and sad place to be. Dementia functions much the same way. Slowly going into that kind of daze or black hole, it's sad for the person going through it, and it's very sad and emotional for the people also surrounding that person and supporting that person. So those will be times for changes. And each situation is different. And there's so many solutions for all of them, and not one is the perfect one for every single person. We're going to be exploring those different situations. Now, how do you finance these changes? Often, the home is the largest asset of a person. And so immediately people think, well, if I sell my home, then I can XYZ, make these changes. But that's kind of the reverse way to think about things. The first way to think about it is empowering that person to make the change with dignity, educating them on the different options and choices they have, working through the process with their family, working through them emotionally through this process to come out the end with them realizing that there's hope and there's can be future joy and their life can have meaning still. That's the first goal. After that goal, then comes the goal of we will sell the house and finance the living situation. Every month, I've put together a great roster of classes, and I bring in specialists in their field, and they're very trained. And I'm not the specialist in this. I'm your source for these specialists and these professions. So, for example, one of our topics is going to be understanding trusts, wills, and probate. An estate attorney will be joining us, and you will get to ask questions about how this affects you and what would possibly be a good solution for you. Because every state does things differently, and you'd like it to be good for you and your heirs. Another one might be, how do you decide if I'm ready for assisted living? And what does that look like anyway? We'll be discussing that with people that have gone through that. Our financial advisor is going to come and talk to us about how are you preparing to meet your needs as a senior. That's always very important. We'll have another team talking about dementia and memory care. I didn't know there were quite so many options. Another team of hospice. What is that anyway? I used to think it was just end-of-life services. Well, that was until some family members got into that, and I discovered, oh no, it's not. It's a huge amount more. And each hospice provides something different. And so it's a very interesting educational lesson for you. Anyway, we have a great 2021 calendar of events. I look forward to you downloading your calendar and putting it on the refrigerator, marking your calendar, sharing it with your friends. Be sure that you sign up. Send us your email or your phone number so that we can send you a text or an email to invite you to these webinars. We'll be doing them on Zoom until we're able to do them in person. When we can do them in person, we will choose a couple different venues in the Valley to have these discussions. Anyway, in the meantime, if there's anything that you need or any questions that you think that I can answer or that I might have resources for you, please call the phone number or email me. It's on my website, transitionswithdignity.com. You can also purchase my book, Transitions with Dignity. And on the website, free of charge and no obligation, are also a lot of resources that I put together for myself and for others that I think are valuable. And I'd like you to make use of them if that will be of benefit to you. In the meantime, thank you for listening, and I look forward to meeting you in person or on Zoom. I also look forward to helping you navigate your loved one into empowering them to make great lifestyle choices going forward. You have a great day, and I'll see you soon.